It's just lead.
It's your boy D.
I'm sorry. We're tuning in a homeroom with Smooth. Class is now in session.
No, it's all my fault. Okay, it's all my fault. Okay, what's up, y'all? It's episode number 296 of the Homeroom with Smooth podcast. It's me. I got Frankie here with me. What's good, bro?
It's all good. Just trying to survive in the SoCal, was it weather apocalypse, man? It's dangerous
Bro,
out there on them streets.
bro, it's so much rain, bro. Like California's just not built for it. Like I'm thinking about all the rain I've experienced in my life, and I said, this ain't even bad. It's just California just not built for it.
I think certain parts are built for it. The main issue is that people are just nasty and they throw shit in all the drains.
You know what? You're right. You're absolutely right. Every drain is full.
because think about it, when it stops raining, all the water goes away. Because usually, like, if we're not built for it, all the water would stay there. But
yeah,
it's we have to clean out the drains because people are just nasty.
and I'm like, why do people do that? Like, it don't make sense to me. Like, why?
Because they're lazy. It doesn't affect them, and they're like, oh, it's gonna go somewhere anyway. And I mean that's what it is. Like I do feel bad for the people who are living like up like central coast where trees are falling in their houses, but like street flooding should not be that big of a deal.
Facts. That's a big facts. That's a big facts. So look, so check this out, man. So our first topic of the evening, man, Drake's nudes, all right, leaked online, all right. Drake's nudes leaked online in a hilarious fashion. I have never in my life, okay, in my life, like, cause first of all, let me clear this up. I ain't seen it. All right, I ain't seen it, and I've with purpose avoided accounts. Okay, so some of the people I love y'all, but y'all have a long history of reposting nudity. So I avoided y'all. Okay, I avoided y'all just so that I could not take that L. All right, I'll be back to following y'all uh, tomorrow morning because at least it won't pop up in my feed. Because if I go back to following y'all now, it's over with for me. It's over with. I'm done. I'm cooked. Man. Shout out to everybody on X, man. Damn, that's 148, 50, 150 on X. It's crazy. But anyway, yeah, man. Yeah, man. Like that Drake's news leak, out of pocket, out of control.
It's crazy though, because like X, they were saying, hey, guess what? You cannot search for Drake anymore.
They did that?
Yeah, they did that.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Like,
That's crazy. But they've been doing that with people. Like they did that with Taylor Swift. Like they locked it down to where couldn't nobody look her up.
Yep. There so much for it seems to go counter to, I guess, counter to what the original intent of what he was saying X was, which it just shows that, hey, everything needs boundaries.
Yeah, he forgot that human beings are sick people. We are some sick individuals. Like, first of all, whoever leaked it, you're a sick individual. Drake, if you leaked it yourself, that's some wild shit, bro. Okay. Oh, wait, real quick. The name of today's episode, all right, because this is episode number 296. It's called Owl Meat. All right. Okay, like y'all can fill in the blank now. Y'all can fill in the blank. Oh man. But anyway, in a larger fashion, I just think that yeah, he I don't even think he cares. Like I really don't think he cares.
Fortunately for him, but unfortunately for society, leaks are different when you're a guy and a girl. Mostly because I guess guys are like, I need to go see that, and girls are like, ooh, it's nice, but it's not. But I also, people are just sick, man, and that's it. Because remember, he said whether someone else leaked it. Because remember that time when they had that, like the whole iCloud leak, where they were hacking into people's iCloud accounts to go in their camera rolls and take their stuff. And I think that's why people are wary of the cloud, because your private moments aren't private when you're out there.
Right. That's true. That's true. That's big facts. That's big facts. That's big facts, man. Man, yeah, because they had that leak a couple years back, and it was like Megan Good, Gabrielle
Everyone.
Union.
Because everything like not by default. Once you set it up, it asked you, and then people make it by default without paying attention. I want to back up everything on the cloud, which and that's the thing. In theory, and think about it this way: the people who hacked into their accounts had to go search through like a whole freaking Bones album, probably for like 4 or 5 nudes.
Yeah.
But so they're going over kid stuff, and I think thinking about it, that's more of an invasion of privacy than my junk being out on the internet. Like you want to go through all my freaking precious moments of all this other stuff
Hmm.
like that too, just to throw out my junk on there.
That's true.
And so, but like you said, human beings are sick, and people and kind of back to what we were saying before. If it doesn't affect them, people don't care. Like I said, because instead of going to the trash can, they want to throw it in the street because you know what? It doesn't affect them, but not only it's going to affect people's houses and cars and everything when it rains and everything gets stopped up and the drains flood and it takes someone's car out or house or property. But
Hmm.
yeah, someone's like, it doesn't matter to me, so I'm just gonna throw this out on the street.
That's facts. That's big, 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 big facts.
You nasty people.
Man, just absolutely nasty, man. Listen, y'all need to gain some self control, okay? Gain some self control. Act like y'all been somewhere. Act like y'all know
Some
somebody.
self-respect. Act like you've seen a naked body before. Come on. And if you
Exactly.
haven't, look in the mirror and see why does nobody want to show you themselves naked? Because that means the problem is you. Look deep inside.
Jesus Christ, bro. You tripping. Nah, you are. You are for that, man. You are for that, man. So listen, check this out. Check this out. Okay, I had to confirm that feature worked. All right, cool, cool, cool. So I know people on X can comment and I can see it. So listen,
Mhm.
now let's shift gears a little bit. We're gonna shift gears just a little bit. And something near and dear to my heart. All right. So I want to say to my friends, Autumn, Nisi, and Farron, it's been a good run, okay? We've been sharing the Hulu password, you know what I'm saying, the Hulu account for over 10 years. That's longer than some people are on most NBA teams, okay? 10 years. We didn't have a career. We're in legacy status. And now y'all gotta go. Like it's not even me. It's not me. It's not me. And it's not you. It's Hulu.
Oh,
Hulu don't love the gang no more. Hulu don't love the game. Hulu don't love us no more. Hulu don't
uh,
love us no more. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
oh man.
I'm
Um
sorry.
so people who signed up for ESPN Plus, Hulu, Disney Plus, in case they've been sending out emails, just so you know, and they are cracking down on password sharing. They're not saying how they're doing it. They're just redefining logging in outside the outside your household. I can't with you right now.
I'm really gonna cry because
Well, well.
we were a family, Hulu. You guys seen Netflix made a little bit of extra money and y'all was like, ooh, we want some money too. I thought that Disney money was long,
Oh man.
but clearly it's not as long as Drake meat.
Uh, I mean,
Oh God, I'm chilling. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. Pause. I'm tripping.
it's just crazy
Pause.
because
I should have never said that.
I
Pause.
always find it funny when people restrict stuff after doing a price hike. But it should be interesting what they're doing and what they define outside the household because like with me, I use my Hulu at work
Mm-hmm.
and at home. So that technically that's outside my household. So are they saying are they gonna base off of like concurrent usage? Are they saying based on a distance that it should be interesting on what they define as a household? And
Yeah, yeah. from the way I read my email, it sounded like they had to go. So I'm sending out text. I'm crying over text. I'm like, look, it's not me. It's not you. It's
Yeah.
me. Hulu. They don't love us no more.
It'd be Disney, man. It'd be Disney
Yeah, man. And I
or
think
Netflix. Blame Netflix.
yeah, it really is Netflix' fault for experimenting with this, trying to. Oh my gosh, honey. I didn't even know I was that tired, boy. That
Oh,
was.
well, they have until March though. They have until March to enjoy the last of the password sharing.
Yeah, I told him that too. I told him that too. I was like, hey man, it's been a wonderful run. Once March hits, hey, I'm not responsible for what happens.
He's like, once March hits, I am changing the password, and you guys are out logging out of all devices.
Yeah, unfortunately, just because I don't want to be in breach of the agreement. I
Yeah.
want to still. I have a show I'm watching now on there. I'm watching Asura. You know what I'm saying? It's a new little anime. Like it's in its like intro phase. It's introducing all the major players and all the major characters. I'm like, okay, I'm peeping game. But I want them to get back to the main dude that they showed the first episode. Like he ain't been in there since. I'm like, bro, how do y'all not? How y'all have a main character and he ain't been shown since the first episode? No, I've literally not seen that dude. I think it's on like they're on like episode. It's about to be 6 or 7. He ain't
Mm.
been there since. This boy more absent than UG and JJK.
I mean, yeah. So with me, my situation is different because I don't have anyone like across the country. And
Yeah.
the thing is, too, my household, like the people that I share my account with, we live like a mile away from each other. So I'm wondering how, and that's why. So I know they're basing off IP addresses, but the thing is, too, technically, I could go over there and just log in and use my stuff, and then go. So that's why for me, I want to see how it's gonna work with me, and as long as Paramount Plus doesn't activate this stuff because I'm borrowing my parents' Paramount Plus right now, so I'm like, no, don't do that. But
And you know what? That's a very interesting point that you bring up because I'm thinking about it, right? And when I think about it, you know what I'm saying, in the like grander scheme of things, in the large scheme of things, like how how would they stop me from logging into a hotel? Like y'all literally have it set up to where people can use their stuff in a hotel room.
well,
And are you gonna tell me now I can't log in at said hotel?
no, I think you could do that because if I go on Hulu and everything, it tells me all the devices like I'm logged into. And
Mhm.
so I think it's gonna look at that and then saying what stems from different IP addresses. So maybe you're gonna have
Mhm.
to log out more. Maybe it's gonna make it so, like I said, depending on where it's at. Because like for me, it'll be a pain in the ass for me to log into work
Yeah.
every day and then and log out. So I think it's probably gonna assess what's your base
Mhm.
home and then go over there. But even like based off my billing address, though, like my billing address, the people that I share it with, we're still like in the same billing address. But so that's what I want to find out and wonder. So they were pretty vague in the email. So I think right now they're trying to discover all the analytics from it. So they're probably seeing how, like, what's your primary location and then how much you watch
Mhm.
at other locations. Because like you
Mhm.
said, you signing into hotels and stuff like that temporarily not gonna be that big of a deal. But say for there's distance between us. So say you start watching something at 7 o'clock, right? And then I start watching something at 7:30 and you're still on, that's probably gonna flag something as well too. So they're probably looking at concurrent
Mm.
usage, or even if it's like, okay, hey, from across the country, hey, from 7 to 8 you're watching, and then from 8 o'clock, to 9 I'm watching, and they're saying that's how did you go from LA to New York, even though they're not watching at the same time. Probably stuff like that they're probably looking for.
Okay. That's a very sophisticated answer. That was a great answer. Since I'm gonna just say something stupid, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna slide right over to you know what I'm saying? First of all, shout out to all the winners from the Grammy night. Okay, shout out to y'all. y'all did good. Y'all won. Okay, y'all won. Y'all did y'all thing. It was an overall pretty good night. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you can make real complaints about this and that and the third, but I'm not mad at anybody that won. At the end of the day, like the people that won, I didn't have a category where I was like, oh my god, this person really shouldn't have won. Like, I'm okay with it. Um, so when I think about the winners, you know what I'm saying? Well, okay, there's one problem. There's one problem. Did Taylor really deserve album of the year for a re-release? For a re-release. For a re No, that's the kicker. A re-release. Like that's the part that blew my. I'm like, what? For a re-release? It was the album of. Was that not a album like of the year contender when it first came out? Like, what are we doing,
But this is Taylor's version.
man? What the
Well, no,
fuck?
so she,
That's
she
a
well, no,
deluxe.
she went for. Well, I think because this is the thing too, because I think it's because it would have been different if Midnight's one, and then Midnight's this one, and then Midnight's that one. So I think all of Midnight's was under one thing. So like I would have been mad if it was like something Taylor's version one, but no, but it was actually Midnight's, and I think even the launch of Midnight's was so freaking convoluted. Like the original version because they had Midnight's and then they had like Midnight's midnight version that added extra songs and it that's bullshit. Release the album one and or at least release the album and then be like, hey, guess what? These songs are dropping also, and if you already bought this, it comes with it as well too. And this is
Mhm.
why people don't buy physical media anymore. Taylor, thanks. Sorry,
Yeah.
my rant, but
Nah, but I legitimately feel you on that. I legitimately feel you on that because I just for the life of me just couldn't understand what just happened. Like
Mhm.
I'm like, how did y'all like it's a repackage. It's not original, like it's not truly original work. You know what I mean? Like she had a framework that was already made and just repackaged her own material.
Yeah, but no, but
If that's
Midnight's
the case, Drake could repackage his own material.
no, but I'm saying because she won for Midnight, so I'm saying if it wasn't Midnight's, because I think because Midnight's beat the cutoff, like all I think all versions of Midnight's beat the criteria for to qualify
Okay.
because like no like it's super weird because okay so because I thought the same thing so um I actually looked it up too because I thought the same thing because I'm like wait a minute didn't Midnight's come out at this time and then because Midnight's came out in 2022 but the thing is
Yeah.
for the Grammy the 66 Grammys it encapsulated all music from October 1st 2022 to September 15th 2023 and Midnight's came out on the 21st of 2022 so the first version of
Mhm.
Midnight's made it out. So I would be with you if the first version of Midnight's came out in September. Because then I'll be like,
Mhm.
okay, now she's skirting the rules, she's redoing this and that. But that's why I think since all of Midnight's encapsulated this time, um,
Mhm.
I think it's ingenious, but it's also kind of skirting the rules as well, too. Because usually in this, when stuff comes out later, it's more fresh in people's minds and has a better chance of winning. So, but somehow she kept her shit relevant the whole. I can't say shit. She kept her music relevant the whole year. So it's like it's a genius freaking move, but I totally
Yeah.
get where you come from and the confusion. But that's why, like, I thought, like, hey, just anything that came out in 2023. But it's weird the way it comes out because it's like, oh, we're getting all 2023 except for this month, this quarter in 2022.
Yeah. I feel that. I feel that. So also in addition to that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm mad that because was Beyonce nominated
Um,
in that same category? Was she nominated?
For albums, no.
And
Trying to
didn't
think.
Renaissance meet the criteria to be nommed? When
I
did
think
Renaissance drop?
let me check it. Let me
Hold on.
find out.
Let me look. Okay, you finna look it up?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm like, if I thought it dropped during the time period, I'm like, for it to not even get a nom is crazy because
No,
most
see,
most of the
so
music during that year
Renaissance.
was ass.
See, no, and this is what I mean. So, and this is why I think they should just do one, even if it was like freaking like just 2020, it's like 2023 as a whole, because Renaissance dropped at the end of July of 2022. So
So it was up for consideration last year.
I'm guessing. So like let me look at her biography or her discography, making sure that nothing came out
Yeah.
later.
No. She didn't have anything else besides Renaissance. My I guess outside of that, then my next question is, was it nominated then for
I'm
album
check
of the year?
I'm checking right now.
Okay, cool. Cause that I guess while you're checking that, shout out to Victoria Monette for winning best new artist, and then also there was some R&B production Grammy, and then there was one more, so she got three in one night. She went from 0 to 3, which is amazing. um and then who else we had? You had Killer Mike winning 3. That was phenomenal. He had a sweep, but for some reason the feds wanted to do a sweep, and they arrested him right after winning. Bro didn't even get to finish the show.
Mm, it was nominated for 9 nominations at the 65th Grammy Awards, including Album of the Year, and it won 4 awards.
But not album of the year.
It was like best dance and electronic album. Let me see.
What won album of the year?
I'm trying to look at it right now. I'm just gonna go ahead and go
That's
to the
that's what I
60th
want to know. Who won album of
Grammy.
the year?
Oh, great. No, it was nominated for album of the year, and it got best dance and electronic album, and then album of the year 2023 was, let's see if I can do this, 65th album. I'm in there now. I'm in the zone.
Yeah, you over there. You researching. Now,
Oh, I was
but
gonna
yeah,
say
man. Who else? Tyler. Shout out to Tyler for her win with Water. That's Afro beat. Love that song. Make me sweat. Make me harder.
oh,
Make
was it
me
is it Harry Styles
harder.
one?
Make me harder. Harry Styles won. Bro, what the fuck? In the show.
Harry's house.
Man, what the no, but seriously, like, what the fuck? Seriously, bro?
Oh my
Seriously,
god.
bro? Like, god damn.
Yep, it was
Harry Styles won?
album of the year.
I didn't
Harry
even hear it.
Harry's house.
Even on the radio, I didn't hear it. Who the fuck are doing these votes, bro? Who is this secret committee? That's what I want to know.
But Beyonce won
Man, fuck
4 awards.
those. She deserved album of the year because what else was there besides
Uh,
her album?
Harry's house, man. Harry's house.
No. Besides Harry's house, what else was in there? What else
Let
was
me
in there
see.
that year?
Looking at it right now.
Yeah, because I'm like, that don't even make sense to me. Like, that don't even make sense. Giving Harry Styles album of the year, like who the heck is he? Who the heck is he supposed to be? Like, I get it, he's cool, I guess.
All right,
But
here we
like
go.
album of the year?
It was Harry's House by Harry Styles, Voyage by ABBA, 30 by Adele, Un Verno Senti by Bad Bunny, Renaissance by Beyonce, Good Morning Gorgeous, Mary J. Blige, In These Silent Days, Brandy Carlisle, Music of the Spirits, Coldplay, and Mr. Moral and the Big Steppers, Kendrick Lamar, Special and Special by Lizzo.
Okay, so look, Special by Lizzo, no. Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, that if you're talking about like an artistic standpoint as far as like introspection and all that, like I can see if they wanted to be artsy, they could go for it. You know what I'm saying? But then again, they probably didn't want to give nobody in hip hop one. Then let's see what else. And then plus, I mean, it had impact, but it wasn't like Mr. Morale Big Show didn't have that big of an impact. As far as like his previous project, like what is that one called? Not Damn, but what is that called? To Pimp a Butterfly. To Pimp a Butterfly is a beautiful fucking album. Like that is literally like the Black experience summed up in an album. Um Great album. Great album. Kendrick Lamar, great artist. Um yeah, I still feel like it should have been Beyonce. As far as like artistic risk, what the album ended up sounding like I listened to the Bad Bunny, like it was okay, and even people from Puerto Rico, because I went and I asked them because I know some people out there, they're like, okay, it was good, but it wasn't that good. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't even like it like that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay, if your own people ain't fucking with you, you know what I'm saying? That says a lot. Um, yeah, I just really feel like Beyonce, Harry's House over.
I'm thinking with everything that it won, because it was nominated for 9, it won 4. I feel like they found a cop out to give her that award, not to give, because and I don't want to say this because I'm like not a Harry Styles fan, but I don't know. Like it apparently people liked it. I probably have to go look at numbers and everything too, which I'm probably not going to go into right now. But I mean, yeah, you know what? I'm going into these numbers. I mean, because
Yeah,
it just
do it.
seems it seems like, hey, we don't want her to win everything, even though because she wins the Grammys all the time, so we're just gonna go give her this, and that's it, and maybe, and
That's
I
so
guess
bogus. Like, give her album of the year and stop fucking playing. Stop
and I guess
playing.
because it was because it did good, good in the UK. I mean, if I look at what it did, competition, promotion. I mean, it has a pretty good critical response. Like it was like 7.7, 883.
What you talking about?
Um,
The Harry's House?
yeah, Harry's House.
I mean, we ain't gotta get that technical into it.
Oh no,
Like,
no, no. I'm just going for commercial because I think that's the one thing as well too. And it did. Because I'm saying because since I'm not a big Harry Styles fan, maybe I'm missing something. And I knew it was there, and I knew it was topping, and then
yeah,
it was they had 4 songs number 1, but I feel like Beyonce's kind of blew it away. So because I'm looking at the units and everything as well too.
yeah. Um, but I do want to talk about Killer Mike for a second though. Like,
Oh
I do want to get into that. So to get into the Killer Mike stuff, like I think that just shows how racist the LAPD is, man. Like to arrest somebody on Grammy night for a misdemeanor at the
I
show.
I don't know.
You could have
I
handled that at any time. If it was like race to that occasion, you could have told them beforehand.
Yeah, I think it could have been done before the show if it was really that urgent. Not we're not gonna wait till he's in seat. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna let you go. Usually if they're doing something like that too, to like turn yourself in, you know, like hey, we're putting out a warrant, and they give the guy time to turn himself in. Um, I mean, I think that would have been a better way to handle it, especially too. I know people you go back and forth saying I don't want to waste officers' money to go ahead and I know what the LAPD is going to say. They're like, "Oh, we knew you knew it was
Mhm.
there. It was the most efficient use of resources because he was there. We had confirmation that he was there, so we sent officers out there to go ahead to go ahead and do this. And this is why. And if we waited later, then he could have left, blah blah blah. And I do think it's all bullshit because if it was really that big of a deal, you could have got
Mhm.
him right away. Not let's wait till after he does the thing. And they're gonna say, oh, well, we let him do his awards and everything as out of a sign of respect to him. It's like, no, if he was really that much of a sign of respect, you probably would have done it off camera.
Mhm.
And everything as well too. So, but like the only way I would say, hey, it's okay, is that like, hey, he's there, and we're getting him right at the beginning of the show, or as soon as we have confirmation that he's there, we would have got him right away before he even got on stage. And
And I
still,
think
for misdemeanor, it still is bullshit because people do misdemeanors all the freaking time, and they give them time to turn themselves in and everything too.
facts, because he didn't even go to jail that night. That's the
Yeah,
wildest part. Like y'all just did it just to do it. Like,
exactly.
because my thing is they could have easily just walked up to Killer Mike, like, hey, look, we don't want to do it like this. Hey, can you just come with us for a second? Let's go talk. Let's go clear this up real quick. And here's your court date.
Yeah.
And then let's move on.
Or can you meet us at the station? Or can you do this? Can we talk to your representative like that too? And then
I
you can
mean,
give
I
it
mean,
tomorrow.
I don't think they're gonna talk to his representative. He's the one that committed the crime. Like,
No, I meant they could talk to someone to go down into and said, hey,
oh, like a lawyer and stuff. Yeah,
yeah, like
yeah.
so come down and meet us here, because it just showed us a show of force saying that, hey, no matter how this is how I take it, no matter how successful you are,
Mm-hmm.
if you're more thug than not,
Mm-hmm.
nothing's gonna save you, and we're bringing you in.
Look, if you don't pass the brown bag test, we're arresting you.
Yeah.
That's it. We don't care what you're doing. We don't care how you're doing it. We don't care who you are, how great you think you are. You're not it.
Well, no, that's why I said it depends on who you are, because remember, Will Smith fucking smacked somebody, and they gave him the choice. Oh, you're not going to press charges. We're going to do that, and because he's
But Killer Mike's misdemeanor didn't happen at that event. It happened somewhere else. Like it happened somewhere else, and I guess it happened a while ago.
no,
So
I totally get that, but I'm saying that's just. But remember, because it happened at that event, police were there, and they said, okay, hey, and this is where they said, and that's the thing. Even though that Chris Rock said nah about it too, the police still had a job to do it too. But it's like you
Mhm.
said, Will Smith is perceived differently, so
Oh,
they let
that's
him
true.
get away with it. And I think that's the point. That's the point I'm going to, because depending on
Yeah.
no matter what freaking happens like that too, especially with someone of that stature online like that, you're saying, hey, you could get away with this. But Killer Mike is considered more thug.
Mhm.
So they said, oh, you got this about you, and that's what they're saying. They're saying it doesn't matter who you are or what you do,
Mhm.
you're perceived this way, so we're coming out to get you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's facts. That's facts, man. That's big facts. Just big facts. I hate them for that, man.
Yeah.
Man, did you see they had to use 2 handcuffs on him?
Yeah.
Like, they had to bridge the handcuffs. I was like, "This is just looks crazy."
Mhm.
Like, y'all did not have to do this. There was no world where this was the move. This was the move. This is what we had to do. No, it's
Yeah.
not.
Oh, but I think it's also society. We always see something bad, because then if say they let him walk out, right, and they said, "Hey,
Mhm.
just come with us, and we escort you out," and even they take him to the car and everything. If he didn't use handcuffs, then people would have been like, "Oh, because he's Killer Mike and he's famous and has money, he was able to do this." And that's where for certain things
Mm.
I do have sympathy for something, because no matter what way they would have handled it, they would have got backlash. Because
Mm.
and I think the same people who are upset saying that, oh, they only got Killer Mike because he's racist or because he's black. So and LAPD's racist. If they let him walk out, then I'm like, oh, only because he has money and this and that too. So they let him do this because he's not really black, because he's able, because he has money and a name for himself either. So I think no matter
Mm.
what way they handled it, it people
Yeah,
also
somebody
not
somebody somebody would have got upset. Yeah,
yeah,
you're right.
and I think more people would have got upset too. Like, and I think, and that's the only part I feel for him. I wish they should have handled it better. There is the human element. I think, looking at Killer Mike's rap sheet record and everything in the time period, it's like, what has he done? Is he violent? Has he done this? Does he do all this stuff like that? Did he have
Mhm.
reason for to be escorted that way? And unless I'm wrong and I totally missed something, I don't think he's done anything that warranted that. So they could have walked him out
Yeah,
and
that's facts.
and did that too, like, unless I'm totally missing something. So but like so bottom line, LAPD did it wrong, but I think no matter what they would have done at, at that, even they did it before the event, after the event, they walked him out. They gave him food on the way out in the coffee and said, "Hey, come with us." Like, just so we can talk to you about this. Someone would have complained about it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, man. So, certainly last but not least, we have the upcoming Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Super Bowl 58. So my question to you is, who you got for winning? Like, who do you think is gonna win?
This is like question of the day too. I wasn't talking about other stuff about the Super Bowl before we do question of the day.
Oh shoot. Yeah, we could save that. We could save that for the end.
That
So what's
that's
up?
that's question of the day because
Okay, what's up with the other stuff? What's up with
oh,
other
the
stuff?
Super Bowl, like all this crap going on right now. It's in Vegas. So first world problems. So because the world revolves around Taylor Swift right now, everyone's worried if she can make it to the game because right now no, because it's not even about the flight.
I'm out, man. I'm out.
No, this part's to make it better. You have to listen to the part.
Yeah.
Because of the football game, because of the Super Bowl and the golf tournament, there's nowhere for I don't know about the golf tournament, but there's nowhere for her private plane to stay over the weekend for a quick getaway because the Super Bowl is so commercialized now and corporate that people are flying into the private airport and parking the car there for the weekend and then flying up the same day. So there's nowhere for Taylor Swift to park her jet for the duration of the game.
Oh my God, really? You think she cares? That Drake gonna drop her off, hop up, fly back, sit down in California somewhere, and pop up when it's time to come get her.
Yeah, but no,
Like it's that far.
no. So, but that's the thing. So she would have to stay in Vegas for like probably a couple of days, or at least the duration of the night. But that's how commercialized the Super Bowl is, and it's not Taylor's fault. It's not because guess what? She has a reason to be there because her boo is overplaying the game. But it sucks because when I went to the Super Bowl in LA, it is so not a football game, as an atmosphere, and it sucks.
Dang.
Because everything's priced out. People that are going there, they're going there. It's not even for the experience. It's on some company's dime for the most part, especially like anywhere under like the first like the middle to down. So unless you're in the far, way far nosebleeds, like there's no fans there, and it sucks. Like I had more fun at the NFC Championship game when there was Niners versus Rams because there was a shit ton of fans. At the Super Bowl, like it's so corporate.
Wow,
Like
I didn't even know that.
yeah, like it's not, and that's like because if you look at the ticket prices, like the ticket prices, they're not affordable they're way out of fans' reach. A lot of companies, and that's like for the next Super Bowl in LA coming out, for me to be put on a waiting list to buy a ticket, 5G's deposit.
For the waiting list?
Yeah, and that goes to my ticket, but that's for these experiences. And I'm like, no, I don't want to experience. I don't want to have to go get a package for a hotel, all this other fun stuff. I just want to be able to go to the game because I'm local. And that's the thing too. So like it sucks even for season ticket holders who have SSL who help build the freaking stadium because they're paying for that to help keep the stadium running for all the upgrades and everything. They are priced out of the game. Like they are priced out of the game for them to go to in their freaking hometown. But what happens, it's kind of like we talked about it earlier with housing. These big companies, they buy it and they buy 10 tickets and they're like, oh, okay. And they're able to do all this stuff. And then they go and then they're for business expenses and they'll say, oh, hey, you want to join our company? Here's this freaking here's this. Like I remember I went and these girls next to me, like they weren't Bengals fans, they weren't Rams fans. They were there because someone, it was a business write-off for somebody else. And they were all like, oh, let me take a selfie. And it was like the whole time. And like that's what they're doing. So it's so corporate. And I think it's funny because the whole Taylor Swift thing reminded me of it and put it in perspective because they were saying it because it's Vegas, the private airport is sold out for kind of it's not really but hangars, parking spots.
Yeah.
For there. And it's like and it made me think these people are flying in for the day for the Super and that's when it hit me. I'm like, so those are the type of people who are now going to the Super Bowl. And the fact that it's a problem.
Right.
Which is like it's ridiculous.
but yeah, like I was saying, like it's nothing. Like I don't that whole people like thinking that it's gonna be an issue for her to park. Like who cares? She's rich. She's just gonna pay them to pop up, go somewhere, hang out for a couple hours, and then just hop back
I'm
in the plane, fly back, land, pick up her and Travis Kelsey if they gonna leave that night because they lost. You know what I'm
oh,
saying?
they'll be there
If they
overnight.
win, they spend the night. You
If
know what
they
I'm
lose, they
saying?
spend the night too. Like no matter what, because looking at the pipe, there is no way they're because you think about it too. Because even if they lose, they do like a team dinner and everything too. And they're saying because and even though it sucks that they lost, the coach is gonna be like, hey, you're in second place. Like that's no small feat. You had an incredible season. We're doing all this stuff too. So they're staying overnight. So I'm not saying
Mhm.
that's a problem. It put it in perspective about how commercialized this game is and how
Right.
many non-fans they are but at home, Super Bowl commercials. Are you ready for those?
So the Super Bowl commercials, they actually like I was reading an article on that. Like they're actually gonna play it safe this year. Like they're kind of scared. They're scared to actually like do stuff and be funny. Like
Mm.
who man, I'm sick of all you cancel warriors out there, okay? All you people that get offended, get in your feelings and like, oh my god, I can't believe they said that. I can't believe they did that. Yeah, they did. Get out your feelings and laugh a little bit, man. Get the stick out your ass, man.
I
It don't even make sense. I'm like I get so fed up,
I
like
think that social
absolutely
media
fed up.
and we always talk about it. It's social media, and that's when people are like, "Oh, you don't have a platform," and I'm like, "No, everybody has a platform. First of all, second of all, it's that echo chamber and that vocal minority that
Mhm.
makes things, and then people not seeing stuff. Seeing the bigger picture and there's reason to and yeah you could voice your you could voice your displeasure, you could go
Mhm.
ahead and do it the right way and have a conversation, but the thing is too is when stuff happens in public, people want repercussions in public. So it doesn't matter if someone who did something wrong, doesn't matter if they got fired, they let them go and everything, people want to see
Mhm.
everything in public. And
Yeah.
and the thing is not everything has to be in public and not everything's going to be in public. But then people they get mad about that and then they want to make them suffer. And it's like, "Nah, man, like this happened. They fixed it, they rectified it. It's not going to happen again. Um
Mhm.
keep pushing and move on." But no, I'm with you because we're kind of getting away of that edgy humor and you have to look at there's your actions and there's intent. And sometimes like I'm sorry
Mhm.
this offended you. But what was the intent? If they intended to offend you, then have at it. If they maliciously will go after a group in a grotesque way that's not funny at all and it's
Mhm.
really demeaning, then hell yeah, jump down their throat. But if you're making a funny stereotype joke that's light on humor and it's funny because it's a point, but it's bringing someone up in a light, you know,
Mhm.
then it's it's fine. And look at the bright side, don't look at how bad it is, but it's kinda like what we're saying,
Mhm.
people, they always look for something bad, and unfortunately, like, these commercials
Yeah.
are following suit because people are like, "Hey, I want eyes on it now, but I'm not gonna do anything, I'm not gonna cross any lines, I'm not gonna make 'em memorable." And even now, like,
Mhm.
I can't really think of any Super Bowl commercials that I see that are memorable in the last year. It's like because now it's always like, oh, let's see these movie previews now, not
Mhm.
not like, hey, this was a funny commercial.
Yeah, man. Like, cause what I'm gonna do after this, man? Cause it's funny. Like, cause I was wondering if they were gonna run a Super Bowl commercial, and they might do it. Although that's like their whole marketing budget. So,
Mm,
fine. What is it like? Not to nerd out completely, but anyway. So, Final Fantasy VII is having They have the new game coming out, Rebirth. The demo
mhm,
comes out tonight. I'm gonna go play it tonight. On my stream because I'm like, yo, I've been waiting for this. Like, you know what I'm saying? But
mm,
like I miss like the old M&M's commercials and stuff.
mhm,
Like 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 they would push the boundaries. Like they had like a Snoopy joke or whatever that was like kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like they
mhm,
did they've ran some wild commercials before. And I miss that. I miss
mm,
that. That's part of the Super Bowl experience is seeing something on TV that's crazy. I just hate that it's gotten to the point where people are like, "Oh, I'm offended now." Like everything is not meant to offend you. You know what I'm saying? And if your feelings is hurt, like how about you just ask people what was going on? Like
Yeah.
what was the intent? Like ask somebody first.
No, I'm definitely with you. I think everyone takes something as a personal attack, and 85% of the time, it's not. And 90, and that's the thing too. Bud Wise or was it, yeah, the Bud Brewing Company, Anheuser-Busch, there we go. Anheuser-Busch does not know who freaking I'll throw up a name, John Montoya is. Right?
Mhm.
So therefore, when they do something and you didn't like it, they didn't do it just to piss you off. Like they don't care who the hell John Montoya is. They don't know who John Montoya is. So,
Yeah.
but if you went and said, "Hey, this wasn't cool like that," they would apologize for offending John Montoya, but because that was not their intent. But don't act
Mhm.
like they went out there and they did it on purpose. And I think that's what a lot of, like you said, that's what a lot of people do, and they don't ask, and maybe they missed the
Mhm.
joke, and maybe people that they are afraid to look stupid, so they're just saying, "I didn't like it because," and they want to make it horrible because they personally assaulted me when that didn't happen.
Mhm. Yeah, that's facts, man. That's facts, man. So, with all that being said, who you think gonna win though?
This is hard because I think the Niners have
Mm.
they're the better team, but but the Chiefs have the better quarterback. They got what do you call a baby goat? That's what I want to know because that's what the Chiefs have. The Chiefs have this baby goat, or maybe a grown up adolescent goat that this goat that's growing into a full fledged goat. But right now,
Mhm.
he's growing, and I think them being there before the Patrick Mahomes is just
Mhm.
the best right now,
Yeah.
best quarterback in football. I think he's enough of an equalizer because I see if they keep the 49ers behind the 8 ball the whole time too,
Mhm.
from what I've seen, it doesn't seem like Brock Purdy can make every throw when it matters. In the middle of the
Mhm.
game, like he has the clutch gene, he's seen that, but in the middle of the game, because it seems like he starts to force, and he can't do some errors. Plus, the Niners are making up excuses already. They're saying, "Oh, the field's not, our practice field isn't good," and this and that. So they're already making excuses. So if and plus, I don't like the Niners anyway because
That's
you've seen my
crazy. How is their plastic field practice field not good?
because for this because like all all every stadium, every 30th like that too. They usually only have one practice facility near them. I think the only stadiums that have two practice fields, like NFL sanctioned practice fields, is probably New York. So New York, Jersey, because they have the Jets and the Giants, and then Los Angeles because you have the Chargers and the Rams, and now they're actually getting two practice facilities that are close. So of course, so when they play in Arizona, when they play in Vegas, when they play in Dallas, one gets the host team's practice facility, the other one gets a local college. So what happened for put in perspective, the NFL they put natural grass on top of UNLV's artificial turf. So now the Niners they're saying that that's not good enough for them. That's not good enough for them to practice on, even though they have to too. So I already feel like they're using excuses to say that hey, we're not being good enough for this game. So instead of just saying, you know what, we're rolling with it. So the fact that it came out, um, so
That's
so for those reasons, I am going against the Bang Bang Niner gang, and I'm saying the Chiefs Kingdom.
yeah. So look, I'm telling y'all, man. I wanted. Listen, listen. This is who I wanted. Hold on. Let me find this. Let me find this so I can uh so I can play this clip. This clip is important. This clip matters. This clip matters to the world. Where the fuck is that video? Dude, don't tell me I did that much stuff in between now and then. Jesus.
Dang, yeah, that much
Bro, I'm always finding stuff.
stuff.
Let me do this. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna find it now. I'm fine. I had to switch to this video. There we go. All right, look. You know what? Hold on.
No.
Hold on. I got it on my. I forgot I got it on my computer.
Oh, he's sharing it.
I actually, yeah. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play this. This is important. This is important. This is important.
Uh-oh. We heard the airdrop. It's getting serious.
Yeah. The airdrop is real. The airdrop is real. Boom. It's there. I'm gonna present my screen. I'm gonna share this. Listen, this is what was supposed to happen. This is what was supposed to happen.
Up to 24 hours for us to lose control of the city. Good night. My Gotham's relying on one man to save us all.
Lamar Jackson, please save us, Lamar Jackson.
The entire fate of the NFL rests on this man's shoulders.
That's what was supposed to happen. That's what was supposed to happen. I was supposed to see Lamar Jackson. Okay. That's what was supposed to happen. But instead, you know what we got? Patrick Mahomes.
They have to baby goat, man.
And the Swifties. And that just pisses me off so much, man.
Hey, I like the fact that Swifties are there. Let them spend money and give Kelsey his bread. Kelsey has earned it and he deserves it.
Man, fuck all that, bro. I need. Okay, but to answer the question, let me answer the question and stop bullshitting. I'm going for Kelsey. I'm going for the Chiefs. I'm going for the Chiefs. I'm sorry. Like, I have no reason to like the 49ers. I have absolutely no reason to like. They're gonna bang until they can't bang no more, man. They're gonna be done. They're gonna be done, man.
But think about Raider fans right now too, because Raider fans do not like the 49ers and they definitely don't like the Chiefs. So this is like their and remember,
and they sent them in a hostile territory.
Yeah, no, but this is the thing. They are playing in their stadium, so this is a Raiders fan worst nightmare right here in their stadium. And you know what's funny right now? Patrick Mahomes has a better record in Allegiant Stadium than any of the 49er quarterbacks. Not 49er quarterbacks, than the Raiders quarterbacks this year because he's 4-0.
Oh, that's sick.
He's a better record than Garoppolo, better record than the other guy, better record than Carr. I was like, wow, because Patrick Mahomes is undefeated in that stadium.
Wow. Oh, he might be feeling himself then.
Yeah, but think about it. And remember, Raider fans, they don't like 49er fans, so this is their worst nightmare come true. Luckily, it's a corporate game, so there won't be any diehard 49er fans or Chiefs fans. But I think Taylor Swift might be the most diehard fan at this game.
Damn. Listen, y'all. Listen. You're supposed to save us, Lamar Jackson. You're supposed to save us.
He threw that interception. His guy fumbled the ball. I mean, they didn't want it. I watched that game. I was going for the Chiefs. Or sorry, I was going for the Ravens. They didn't want it. Every time they got back in the game, it was like the guy fumbled it through the end zone. Lamar threw, and yes,
I saw that. I said, "How do you even do that?"
Because he dove. It's kind of like the Dez thing. He dove to make a play and did not secure the ball. And then Lamar, and yes, there was pass interference that the refs should have freaking called, but Lamar still threw it in triple coverage.
Yeah.
And the thing is, too, that game, Lamar did not want to run. So, bottom line, they just
crazy.
They didn't want it. Trust me,
I was mad that room. he had room numerous times that night to at least pick up 5-6 yards here or
Yeah,
there.
exactly. And which means you bring the spy down, which means you have better crossing routes in the middle. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just
You know.
yeah. Lamar didn't want it. I'm actually mad because honestly, because there's a pass interference call, and it's a Rams fault because the Rams could not score in the red zone, but the Rams should have beat the Lions, and I think the Rams were like the Rams were the only team that could beat the 49ers too. So I'm mad at the Rams, mad at the refs, mad at Lamar Jackson. So you know what? Now I just want to see the world burn. So I hope the Chiefs win. Hope Taylor Swift's on the field. I hope she brings a new era in the NFL. I hope it becomes Taylor's version. So I can tell all the fans, like, you guys did this. Because some people want to see the world burn, and that's how I am right now.
Taylor's version. It's gonna be Super Bowl Taylor's version.
Taylor's version.
Drop the numbers. This is gonna be Taylor's version.
And you know who's gonna be the MVP? Travis Swift. Travis Swift is going to be the MVP of the Super Bowl.
That's crazy. You said that man changed his last name.
Or is it Travis Kelsey? Taylor's version. Taylor's man. That's what they put on their jersey. Taylor's man. No, but honestly, I'm hoping for a good game. I'm saying 27-24. We're going with the Chiefs. Taylor's version.
All right. So listen, y'all. Hey, I appreciate y'all for watching. We appreciate y'all for tapping in for Wild Meat. All right. You know what I'm saying? Tapping in on this episode, man. We're going to get up out of here. I need to get some sleep because I'm yawning. Anyway, whatever. I don't want to bore y'all with mess.
Fortnite gameplay win?
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. When did I say Fortnite?
I don't know. You said Final Fantasy, but I'm just seeing.
That's what I'm saying. So anyway, whatever. I'll catch y'all later. I hope y'all have a good one. Peace.